pass attempt to the preseason, going to the far sideline, and it is intercepted, but a penalty flag is down. Dayton Wade was the target. The interception for Indy. Will it stand? Take a look, Rod.
He's just ran an inside fade. They're both getting their hands on him. He did get his hands on the receiver down the field.
Or the majority of the first half before Daniel Jones takes the field. Richardson on first down, off the play fake. Has time, and he throws complete inside the Ravens' 40-yard line. On 2nd and 13, Richardson wants to throw. Over the middle, that's his first-round draft pick, Tyler Warren, reeling it into the 35-yard line. It'll set up a 3rd down after Malachi Starks makes his first tackle. Nail down that 3rd safety spot. On 3rd down and 7, Anthony Richardson out of the gun. Ravens rush 4. Richardson, pocket collapsing. His pass is broken up, incomplete. A terrific break on the ball by Jalen Armour Davis. And the kicking team comes on for Indy.
Yeah, Jalen Armour Davis did a tremendous job of sticking to the receiver.
To cap the Colts' first offensive possession. Kick is on the way. It has the distance, and it is good.
When you have expectations that you're going to be in the Super Bowl and you fall short of that, you have that sour taste in your mouth coming back the following year.
Keaton Mitchell's kick return out to the 29-yard line. We're already seeing the give it to Mitchell. Gets through a hole, crosses a 34-yard line, and is drilled out of bounds at the 35 after a game of 6. Practice squad with the Giants, but now it's to the AFC. Here's Keaton Mitchell on 2nd down, bounces to the outside. There's the burst. He's to the 40, 35, and he's tracked down from behind all the way down to the Indianapolis 28-yard line.
The outside stretch to the right side. He did a great job of dipping inside and then hitting him back out. He slowed down that outside backer, if you see that, and he went right outside, and he's using that speed. He
on 2nd down, they give it to Mitchell. Right side, another hole. He's to the 10. Mitchell to the 5. Touchdown, Ravens! Keaton Mitchell is back, and the Ravens are in front. Keaton Mitchell taking a hole and then taking over as the Ravens lead at 7-3 on the Ravens Game Day Network. Led the Colts to a field goal drive in the opening touch. And he's under pressure. Oh. Buried by David Njoku back at the 26-yard line. Roddy came clean off the edge, and Anthony Richardson is heading to the sideline. He's in pain.
Oh, he is right there. He's coming off that edge, and he is going to come unblocked. Oh, only thing I would love to.
Cooper Rush bunching 3 receivers to the left. He'll hand it off to Ali, and he is taken down for a loss. Pocket collapsing, and Cooper Rush is taken to the turf all the way back at the 35-yard line. And that time, it was at a Tamawa, at a buck, physically and metaphorically. 3rd down and 7 for the Colts. Daniel Jones, pocket collapsing, and Jones is sacked back at the 38-yard line.
Green, was it Green?
Adisa Isaac and Mike Green meeting at the intersection of Daniel and Jones.
I mean, they came off the edges, opposite sides, and Green got there first, but Isaac got him down, and that's a good.
As Rigoberto Sanchez will punt to Ravens rookie LeJonte Wester. Wester had a 17-yard return on his first try. Fields this one cleanly. And again, he's got an alley. Wester at the 30. 2 men to beat. Wester could be gone.
Oh, he's gone.
Midfield and rolling. And the rookie 6th-round draft pick will take it to the house. LeJonte Wester, 87 yards. And he delights this Ravens crowd in the preseason opener.
Field of grain. To find that open field, and once he gets that last guy, once you get past the punter, that's a touchdown.
TJ Tampa with the last block on the punter. Rigoberto. 2 young inside linebackers, Trenton Simpson, Teddy Buchanan for the Ravens. Daniel Jones with plenty of time. He's got a strike, and he's got a completion down to the 15-yard line. Schrader's 33-yard kick is up, and it is good. This might be the tush push. It is. And that will get the Ravens the first down. Indy rushes 4. Leary tries to escape. He throws, intercepted, picked off at the 10-yard line. Devin Leary with a costly red zone interception, and the veteran Joe Bocci comes up with a pick. Sixth-year veteran for the Colts ends the Ravens. On third down, Daniel Jones, after a pair of incompletions, slings it near sideline, and it is broken up. Jalen Armour-Davis slings it near side, broken up. He was looking for Dayton Wade. And the punt team will come on for the second time tonight, as Jordan Stout will have to kick the ball away. As Daniel Jones continues at quarterback for Indy. Jones under pressure, escaping, extending, and his pass is caught at the 30-yard line. An acrobatic catch.
Jones did a great job, and it looked like Armour-Davis was trying to figure out who was going to make the play. Was it going to be him? Was it going to be his safety coming in? And neither one made it.
Bo Braid with a shoestring touchdown-saving tackle.
Absolutely.
You know, he's got his feet back under him. He's been explosive all camp. He's just showing you what he's been doing all through training camp. So it's no surprise to us. We knew he'll have this type of game today.
Spencer Schrader will attempt his third field goal try of the night, this one from 39 yards. Schrader's kick is up, and it is through the uprights and good. And with 2:14 to play in the opening half of the preseason opener.
Through the rigors, and he can be a sounding board for.
And the Ravens kick return. Rasheen Ali has an alley, cuts through the 30, 40.
Gone.
Ali in midfield, tripped up by the kicker. Indy 35, and Rasheen Ali will be taken down inside the 25-yard line. Rodney Thomas with a touchdown-saving tackle for the Colts. And the Ravens special teams continue to focus on the word special.
Oh, man, that was a good run.
Devin Leary will hand it to Rasheen Ali, steps out of one tackle. Ali to the 10, to the 5, and he's down to the 3-yard line. Rasheen Ali making a statement that if you're going to talk about the running backs room, you better talk about him too.
A really good burst to get that.
Tonight he's topped those figures. High snap pulled down by Leary. Ali change of direction, and he is in. Touchdown Ravens. Well, Rasheen Ali started it with a kick return. He ends it with the touchdown run.
Touchdown run. You just see him in inside zone run. Just jumps cut to the outside and overpowers the defender to get into the backside 5 gap, right? So you just never know at times, and the really good runners can see those gaps and get to them.
Hoops kick return across the 20 to the 30. And Tyler Loop making the tackle at the end of that return by Anthony Gould. Tyler Loop.
And you can hear the name. You can hear Loop. So that's going to be the new thing coming out here.
Don't get into the body. Just push him out of bounds. Daniel Jones pass complete into Ravens territory. I'm going to avoid mansplaining this because I don't really know. 15 seconds left. Devin Leary under pressure, hit, ball comes loose. That is ruled a fumble. And the Ravens recover it at the 37-yard line. Great hustle by Big Ben Cleveland. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as time expires. Was on the Ravens practice squad a year ago. Bo Braid on the blitz. Pass deflected at the line, and it falls incomplete. And that time it was Aeneas Peebles, the 6th-round draft pick out of Virginia Tech, who got his hands on the ball.
Yeah, as he's rushing, if you can't get to the quarterback, get your hands up and you can get those tips and overthrows.
That's first down.
Good stat right there.
To the air, and a big completion down to the 30-yard line of the Ravens. Backup quarterback named Ted Marchibroda. Unitas was picked up by the Baltimore Colts. Riley Leonard will scramble for the first down. He's to the 10, he's to the 5, and he's finally pushed out of bounds. Shotgun formation on 3rd and inches. Riley Leonard hands it off. Waiting for a signal, and there it is. Touchdown Indianapolis as Khalil Herbert breaks the plane, and the Colts have their first touchdown of the night.
It was a clean hit, so it wasn't, high or low, right in the strike zone where you teach. And to start off a game like that, that's how you want to start.
Riley Leonard, pocket collapsing, and his pass is
nice
intercepted. Picked off by Jay Higgins. And the Ravens' young defense comes up big. Who had a great play on the run, has an even better play on the pass. Well, he just stepped right into the passing lane, didn't he?
And I don't even know if... Yeah, I know he was trying to get the ball to...
Loop from 52. Kick on the way. It has plenty of distance. It is right down the middle and good! Tyler Loop from 52. It's got to be the most high-pressure job, one of, in all of sports.
It is.
Leonard backing away from the pocket, throws complete for a first down just across midfield. First down where you have to get the ball to, and that's the technology that is now going to be used to measure first down. To the ground game, and this will be a first down and plenty all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Watch the running back coming out of the backfield. He's open.
Leonard's pass is deflected at the line. And the Ravens will take over on downs. Head coach Kirk Ferentz at Iowa. Football is such a small world. Kirk Ferentz was the Ravens' first offensive line coach under Ted Marchibroda when the Ravens first came to town 30 years ago.
Now you just got to keep finding your backup offensive lineman. I think you got to find your third safety and who's going to be that fourth corner.